Hello friends, Orlando Torresilla from fincasorosilla.com. Well, you have on screen a document from a town council, which could lead town council in Spain, regarding a query that we have made in writing.
Por escrito.
These in writing to the city council.
Consulta es la siguiente.
And the query is as follows.
Un cliente tiene.
Turns out that a client has a single family home with 2 floors on an individual plot, an urban plot.
Una parcela urbana. Bueno, pues el cliente.
Well, the client was planning to build 2 apartments in this single family home, which has 2 floors.
Dos viviendas, una en la planta baja y otra.
One on the ground floor and another on the first floor, because they have 2 different entrances, and asked the city council to see if it could be done, so that he could then make 2 accesses from the street for each dwelling.
Bueno.
Well, this is what the city council has responded.
Respecto a porcentaje permitido
regarding the percentage of permitted construction on said property and the percentage built, to know if any building can be expanded. The plot is classified as urban land and qualified with the ordinance such. This could be what we say. Any town hall in Spain, the building coefficient of the plot is 35%. This will appear in the urban planning file of any plot.
La parcela tiene 843 metros.
The plot is 843 square meters by 0.35, then 295.05 square meters allowed can be made.
Metros cuadrados C.
Square meters C.
Ya construidos.
There are already buildings on this plot, because of course the building is already there. The single-family house with 2 floors is already there. There are 200.59 square meters of the house, and it also has 2 auxiliary buildings, which are widgeted in the corner,
60,47 metros cuadrados,
which occupy 60.47 square meters. That is 261.06 square meters, according to the land registry. But be careful, because the half-covered floor. Be careful. That is why it is very important to see the buildings. In this case, we have seen it in situ. Well, you could also watch it via video call, which is the same thing. In this case, there is a mezzanine floor, which does not appear in the cadastre. Only the ground floor and the first floor appear in the cadastre. So, the mezzanine floor, as the city council tells us here, is not registered.
200 metros, planta baja y planta primera, son casi 100 metros cuadrados más. Y nos dice el ayuntamiento, por tanto,
and the mezzanine floor. Look, if it was 200 meters, ground floor and first floor, that's almost 100 square meters more, and the city council tells us, therefore, to the constructed surface area of 261.06, we would have to add the constructed surface area of the mezzanine. Be careful, the built surface, because that mezzanine, as we have seen, has no useful surface, because the ridge will be approximately. The ridge is where the 2 planes of the roof intersect, which is a gable roof, and the eaves are the sides that go to the facade of the roof, so the ridge will be about 1.5, and the eaves are about 30 cm from the plate. That is, there is not a single square meter of usable mezzanine.
Pero ojo, que es que estamos hablando de metros.
But be careful, we are talking about square meters built, and the square meters built are in a mezzanine.
Habría que sumar la superficie construida de la entrecubierta a los 200.
So, the city council tells us we would have to add the constructed surface area of the mezzanine, the 261, and if the resulting surface is greater than the permitted 295.05, which we have calculated with the building coefficient of the plot, the building capacity would be exceeded and no building could be expanded. Otherwise, if the resulting surface is less than 295, the buildability would not be exceeded and the difference in constructed square meters could be increased, complying with the rest of the urban and building parameters of the SUR2 ordinance. Okay, but as we have seen, and we have seen that the mezzanine is approximately the floor of the building, it will exceed by far 295.05.
505, porque van a ser 261 más.
Because there will be 261 plus another 100 approximately. 361. Therefore, the city council will not allow any modifications to the building to make 2 homes.
Entonces, muy importante.
Therefore, it is very important to make the request to the city council in writing, to make the request well.
Tú bien, es decir, lo que ves.
That is, what you see, what we have done. First, you have to see the house, evaluate it, give it interior, And then, the city council must respond to us in writing. Be careful, in writing. It is not worth it for them to answer us verbally, because then they can say anything to you and it turns out to be something else. Has to be in writing, of course. This has a QR code, etc. Doesn't appear here because everything here is anonymous. But so you can see how it's done. And if you have any questions about these matters or would like to consult us, we will be delighted to try to help you. For very little, on WhatsApp 6930-23926, with +34 if you contact us from outside Spain. We will be happy to try to help you.
Un saludo.
Greetings, until the next videos, God willing. Orlando Torresilla, fincastorresilla.com.